Good night, good night, good night, one and all. I know you're not on it, but good night to you. We trust you are doing well and in the best of health. Now, as you see from the title, I just want to, and I'm alone tonight, I just want to talk about our mental health. Now, I have been thinking about this all day, many times. Hey, Lauren. How are you, my darling? So good to see you. I've just been here thinking. Hi, Cheyenne. How are you? A lot of persons in this season. Thank you so much for sharing us, Cheyenne. Thank you so much. A lot of persons in this season are struggling, going through so much. And I intended to come on from earlier today. However, my battery died. We were on the road and my battery died. And, in the midst of it all, I got some devastating news and it really cemented what I wanted to talk about. And I decided that I'm not going to go to bed without saying it tonight, you know? So here I am. Everybody else is asleep, but I am here, right? We have to remember to check in. Do we take time to consider how we are feeling? How is our mental health going? Right? We have to look at these things. We have to, right? We have to ensure that we, thank you, Cheyenne, thank you. We have to ensure that we guard our mental health. How do I feel? How am I feeling today? Am I happy? Am I sad? Am I overwhelmed? How is my mental health? Am I checking in well today? You know? And while we're doing that, we try to do things to guard our mental health, right? Find things that we love. I know sometimes because of how things are right now, we may not be able to go out and do what we want to do, depending on the time, you know, but we have to try to find fun things inside. If it is that we're on lockdown, we have to find the fun things inside, right? For those who are here, do you think you are mentally healthy? Do you consider yourself mentally healthy? Hi, Mel. Thank you for coming. Do you consider yourself mentally healthy at this moment? In this moment, do you think you are mentally healthy? Right? We have to do these checks. And if we are not okay, say we are not okay. Hi, Lady D. Thank you for coming. Right? We're just talking about mental health and the necessity for us to check our mental health. Right? I really wanted to come on earlier today, but my battery died, and I decided that I'm not going to go to bed without saying what was laid on my heart to say tonight. Right? We have to check our mental health, ensure that we are okay. It is so easy to not be okay in this season. It is so easy. Many persons get discouraged, you know, so discouraged, so unhappy. So many sad persons walking around with a smile on their face. So many sad persons walking around with a smile. Do you consider yourself happy? For those persons who are here, Cheyenne, Lady D, Lauren was here, right? Mel, do you consider yourselves happy, right? Do you think you are mentally healthy? Do you think you're holding it down all right and everything is fine, right? Anybody? How do you feel, within yourself? How are you feeling? We have to check our mental health, guys. We have to ensure that we stay mentally healthy. It's necessary. And in the same breath, while we are trying to protect ourselves and keep ourselves mentally healthy, we need to look out for those around us, right? Look out, check up on your neighbor, check up on your friend, those you don't see them long time. And I'm not saying to beg friends. This is not telling you to beg friends. No, I'm saying if you haven't seen somebody hurt somebody, because it is so easy nowadays to just not see people, and we're so used to not seeing people that we take it for granted, right? But we have to remember that we have a certain noble responsibility to check up on others, make sure that they're doing okay. You know, we never know. As I said earlier, a number of persons are walking around with a smile on their face, but they are so sad. They're dying inside, right? Take the moment, take the time to look out for others, take the time to check in. Ask somebody, it's okay. You go on WhatsApp and you watch somebody's status and you watch every single status the person posts. Yet, do you take the time to say, how are you? It's not going to take anything off you guys. How are you? Hi kids. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Right? We're talking about mental health. You know, do we check up on others? Do we find out, take the time to find out how others are doing? Do we keep ourselves in check? Because we have to keep ourselves in check as well. Do we keep ourselves in check? Right? We have to try, guys. We have to. Because sometimes I remember yesterday I had posted something 6 years ago. I had posted something. Hi, MNW fam. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you. And you can hear I'm alone tonight. But I had something that I really wanted to discuss with you guys. And I said I would come on before heading to bed. Right? I saw a post I made 6 years ago. And one of my past students had died that day. She had crashed and died. And if you saw the outpour of love, all the things, everybody had something to say. And on her post, people posting on her page, hi Dion, thank you for coming. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, guys. Right? On her post, everybody was commenting how sweet she was, how nice she was, all the good things, right? And I remember writing a post on my page and I was saying, if only she could see the outpour of love that was being shown. Let us take the time to show love to others while they can still hear us, while they can still see us. Right? Let us not wait until it is too late. That is the time that everybody is trying to say something good about Dion, something good about Cheyenne, something good about Mel, Lady D, right? Lauren, whoever else is here, right? Kids, right? Let us not wait. Check up on people. If there is something you like, say it. Or kids, I appreciate this. Kids, thank you for doing this. Kids, Dion, your videos do this, you do that. Say something, guys. Right? Sometimes you see people come, even kids, look at kids. Kids always comes with some hilarious videos. Right? Is she okay? Do we ever stop to ask, are you okay, kids? Right? Because sometimes the people with the widest smiles hide so much pain. Not saying you kids, I'm just, it's just an example, right? But sometimes that's the reality. We see people walking around and we never know. So we have to keep ourselves in check, and look out for those who are around, right? Look out for those who are around. Do we take the time? We're not seeing family members every day, right? Do we take the time to send a one message, to make a one call? How are you? Send a word of encouragement. A word of encouragement. You can make it. It's gonna be okay. It may not seem that way right now, but you're gonna be okay, right? Do we take that time? Or do we just go about and, you know, ignore everybody else and everything else, even ourselves? We can't do that, right? So I'm asking those who are here, how do you feel? Are you mentally healthy? Do you consider yourself mentally healthy? I'm still waiting to see any responses that may come up. I'm not seeing any at this moment, right? Not sure who is here, but just saying, and I won't be very long. I will not be very long. I'm just here to encourage us to protect our mental health. Do our checks. Some people have the tendency to believe that it's only persons are mad, and when you try to do your mental health checks, something is wrong with you, and it's because you're crazy why you are talking about mental health. No, crazy people don't talk about mental health, right? We have to take that step to look at how we are feeling, do our self checks. How am I checking in today? And be honest with ourselves. Be honest with ourselves. How am I checking in today? Do I feel all right? Do I feel sad? Do I feel depressed? Do I feel just blah? How exactly am I feeling? Right? We have to be honest with ourselves. We really have to. And if we see where it is necessary for us to get some help, we get it. Right? Don't be afraid to get the help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Right? Don't be afraid. It's not a crime because you don't feel okay. It's not a crime. It's okay to not be okay. It is okay to not be okay. What we have to do is recognize that. Right? Yes, Dion. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right? It's okay to not be okay. And once we get that in our heads, then it's easier for us to address any problem that we might have. Right? It's okay not to be okay. I remember the lady who drove over Flatbridge, and many persons were, hi, Cooking with Miss Brown. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I know. It's just that I had something that I wanted to discuss, and I said if it's even 10 minutes before I go to sleep, I'm going to come and talk about it. My battery died when I was on the road and I wanted to do it. And I decided that I'm just going to come on before I go to bed. All right. So thank you for coming, Miss Brown. I appreciate it. Right. And I lost my thought. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Hey, Charles. Yes, we're staying home. Nowhere to go but home, Charles. Nowhere to go but home. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah. And ooh la la. I don't remember where I was, so I'm just gonna continue. Right. So I'm saying that, you know, sometimes we just aren't okay and we have to just admit that we are not okay. Right. I was talking about the lady on Flatbridge, yes. And she drove over there and people were there. Blessings, Miss Brown. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Right? Many people were bashing. How could she do that? But the question is, how could she not do that? How do you know what she was going through? Right? More than likely, she did not express it to anybody. She was there going through the motions. And if you listen to the news carefully, the news spoke about her being happy and all of that. You know? Hello, Miss Super Miss J. Thank you for being here, Ja. Ja. Thank you so much for being here and much blessings to you. Much blessings to you. We're discussing mental health tonight. And how are you checking in? Do you feel mentally healthy? Do you think you're in a good space mentally? You know, and they spoke, so many persons spoke ill of the lady, but nobody knows what she was going through. And as I said earlier, there are so many persons walking around. Yes, Miss Ja, many persons are walking around with a smile on their face and so much pain in their heart. It is nerve wracking, right? So when I saw that news item about the lady, I knew how she must have been feeling. I'm saying, God, it must be some sort of pain that would have led her to this. You know what I'm saying? And from early this morning, I don't know, it thought that this topic just popped in my head while I was in the shower. And I said, I'm gonna do this. I am going to do this live today. I'm gonna do it today. Yes, we have to keep ourselves in check, keep ourselves and those around us in check. And as I said, the topic while I was in the shower this morning, I reflected it and some news that I got hit me for six, I'm telling you, man. You know, we just never know. We never ever check up on those around you guys. With the lockdown, this is a lockdown weekend. This is a lockdown weekend. People are inside. You have single friends, you have married friends, you have family members, old people, young people. It doesn't matter. Check up on them, guys. Check up on them, right? Some persons will not say to you, you know, La Vida, Miss Brown, Charles, Super Miss Ja, I'm not feeling well. Kids, I'm not feeling so hot today, no. I just feel under the weather. Some people are not gonna tell you that, but they'll just be there and you'll probably see them pass you and smile, right? But they are hurting deep down, right? So we have to take that time to check, do those checks, right? We have to take the time. It is healthy and it is necessary. Whether we want to believe it or not, it is a recurrent problem. And especially in this season, this period has raised up so much of this pain, so much of it. And many times we are not honest with ourselves and it causes a problem, you know. Yes, Mr. It is right. You're not okay, but it took some time off from everything work. Right, it's okay. I said it earlier. It's okay not to be okay. And sometimes we have to just pause, you know. And I'm happy you are okay now. And this is what we have to do when we do our mental health check. Am I okay? Is everything okay? Is social media overwhelming me? Are the news items overwhelming me? Is seeing certain information, certain things on social media causing me, pushing me further into depression? Is that what is happening? We have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. Know how. Oh, you're having nice weather? That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Right? Yes. Work from home can be such a whole nother struggle, right? Because we're working from home, we have minors who we have to supervise as well, and we have to get the job done in addition to the chores that are there to be done as well. Everything in one space, right? But I'm happy you are coming, you are okay now, Miss Jack, right? That is it, you know. We are there, and so much is happening in one space. Lord, I need to get up and get myself ready for work. Oh, I need to get the baby ready for work. Oh, I need to ensure that I prep the breakfast. Oh, lunchtime and I need to prepare. I can't just go and buy something, you know? Yes, yes, connecting to nature is superb. I'm telling you, we have to find outlets. We have to find outlets. If it means we have to go out of the house and go sit under a tree for a bit, because if it is that we're on lockdown, you probably cannot. Yes, Charles, we know we have to stay home. We're not going far, right? Go under a tree, get some fresh air, listen to the birds chirping, listen to the wind blowing, trees swaying in the wind, and you'd be surprised what it does for your mind. You'd be so surprised what it does for your mind, right? So we have to ensure that we find an outlet. Find an outlet. I'm not feeling so hot today. I just feel like I'm not gonna make it. My mental health is in jeopardy, feels threatened. Let me find something. Some persons use workout. Get up and do a little walking. If you can't walk, if it is that you're on lockdown and you can't walk far, walk in the yard, walk in the house, walk on the spot. Go outside and stand where you can hear the birds and the nature and stuff. And just march on the spot if that's what it takes, right? Some of us like swimming, so we go and we swim. If we're on lockdown, there's nowhere to go really. But yes, we do what we can. So for those of us who like swimming and we cannot go out to swim, what are we going to do? We have to find something else to help us through. Find something in the house, do some drawing, do some cooking, because cooking is therapy. Baking is therapy for some persons, right? Cooking, baking, probably cleaning is therapy for some people. I don't know. It's not for me, but you know, some people probably find it therapeutic, right? We have to take that time to guard our mental health. Call your grandmother, call your auntie, call your mother, call your uncle, call your family members. How is everything? Right? You may not be there to hug them in person, but we thank God for technology. We can, hi Sasha British, thank you for coming, right? We can call, video call, so we can see them. We may not be there physically, but seeing them on a video call helps. Sometimes that's all we have, and in this season, that is what we have most of the times. We work with it and be grateful until we're able to see them again. Sometimes it's devastating when you look and you really want to talk to your family members, or you want to, you know, see somebody, you want to hug somebody, but you can't do it. What are you going to do? Do the next best, right? It may not be what we want, but it's the next best, right? Because we have to find a way to deal with this. We have to. It cannot be dealt with on its own. And one way to solve our mental health issues is to face them. We don't like to admit that we're not feeling okay in our minds because persons probably look at us weird. People probably think, oh, they're so, why would you, how could you have a mental problem? How could you be struggling with depression? How could you be sad? Why are you supposed to be sad? You're a Christian. And that's another thing too, right? As Christians, sometimes the church makes us feel that it is wrong for us to be sad because we serve an omnipotent God. But we have to remember we are humans. We are humans, and the human side of us will have issues. Those issues will not be dealt with on their own. Thus, we have to find ways to deal with them. As I said, I had already mentioned things that we can do. Find things that you love to alleviate your issues, right? Find somebody to talk to. You may not have a bag of friends because it's not the quantity that matters, it's the quality. So if you have that one friend who you can speak to, talk to the friend, call the friend. If you can't call because it's probably not convenient at the time, message the friend. Just let somebody know how you are feeling. That is the first step. And from that, somebody can help, right? Somebody will be able to help, right? So let us, guys, take away from this. Let us take away. I'm going to end in the next 2 minutes, right? Let us take away from this that we have a responsibility to guard our mental health. If things are overwhelming us and we need to step back, step back and give them a break. Step back and protect ourselves. Step back and breathe. Take a moment for you. I told you I got this topic from 8, sometime after 8 this morning, and my battery failed me on the road, but I was determined to ensure that this word goes out tonight. Remember, protect your mental health at all costs. Protect it. Do what you have to protect it. Admit that there is a problem. Admit that you are not feeling okay, because it is okay not to be okay. There is no problem in that. Admit that is how you are feeling, and from there, steps can be made to getting better. All right? So after admitting, what do you do? What do? You go ahead and find measures, whether it is that you're going to talk to somebody, or you are going to find an outlet, workout, baking, cooking, something, swimming, dancing, acting, drawing, art, something, anything that will help you to relieve the stress that is on your mind, right? And when you have done all of that and you know that you are in a good space, you ensure that you keep those around you in check. Your friends, your family, your neighbors. Check up on each other, guys. Check up on each other. All right? Keep everybody. Look out. Thank you, Miss Ja. Thank you so much. And I appreciate those of you who have joined me tonight. Thank you. Remember, keep your mental health in check. Keep the mental health of those around you in check. I am going to head off to bed now. Take care of yourselves, guys. Thank you for those who joined. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming. If it is that you are late, if you come back and you rewatch this, thank you for doing it. Thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless you. We love and appreciate every single one of you, every single one. And I pray tonight that the Almighty God will protect you, protect all of us, keep us covered under His blood, and keep our minds healthy. Because if our minds is not healthy, the rest of us will not be healthy. All right? Do take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. All right?